olfactory nerve, the optic nerve was purely vision. Oculomotor, purely motor. Trigeminal, both motor and sensory.
Now this bottom of the X is the olfactory nerve.
I know something else I forgot. The gyri versus sulci. Even though you don't need to know the specific ones, you still need to know if it's raised up, which is, of course, pretty much everything you're seeing, but I'll make sure it's put in a raised area. That would be your gyri or gyrus. And then the sulcus, now remember, a lot of this is capillaries. If you just stick your pointy probe in between the gyri, you can see where it's an open space. You just got to poke through the pia mater, and then it's like an open spot. So that open area is the sulcus. So you can get in there and do that yourself. Poke in a piece. That's the sulcus.
So if you put the... Now what's the gyri? It's just the top area, surface area?
Yeah, where it's just like pink. Yeah.
So it doesn't matter where you put the pointer, right?
For these, because they're all over the place.
Right.
I can put it in any lobe. Yeah, just be real general.
Now
no. If I want you to say lobe, I'll say lobe. So it's not like the bone thing where you had to, that's say gyri of the frontal lobe. No. Yeah. You're not doing that this time. Everything's, typically singular. So if I wanted you to say gyri, I go like this, put it in there, and I would say, what is this structure? End of question. Gyri. That's all you write. If I wanted you, I still have my marker here, but if I wanted you to say frontal lobe, I would say, what lobe is this? End of question.
Let me see that gyri. Oh, okay, I see that. If you was talking sulcus, you would have went in the groove.
Yeah, then I would simply just cut in between.
Right.
And then it would be what, and probably to help you figure out what I'm talking about, I might even say this line, or like give you a little hint like that so you don't confuse it.
Okay.
Or, of course, if I don't, you just ask me.
Quick question. Now, wait a minute. What's the bottom of the X now? These coming off the bottom?
Oh, the tract. That's the optic tract.
Optic tract. Okay. Now, and the first hole is the... And the X is the chiasma.
Yep, optic chiasma first. The hole for where the infundibulum pituitary went, number 2. And then 1, 2, 3. On the bottom was the mammillary body. And remember, sheeps only have one, so it looks like a little tab sticking down.
So we still don't know the function of the mammillary.
Nope, not until lecture.
Now, what did you say?
You don't need it for now.
This was coming off at the bottom out here. These two.
Oculomotor.
Oculomotor. I got that.
Okay, now what you're going to do when you go back to your tables, because hopefully you've already done the surface anatomy. Oh, I forgot one more thing. I want to show you something that the colliculi stuff. Here's a great way to see it. When I was talking to you when we pull back the brainstem, before you cut it, try this. Now, when you first look back behind here, you're going to have a bunch of like fibers. These are the spider-like fibers. They're from the arachnoid mater. Just take your sharp probe and just kind of work them out. Get them removed, and then you're going to be able to see what I've now can show you here. In the very middle is the pineal gland. See that in the middle, pineal gland? And then superior colliculi, inferior colliculi. Pineal gland, top, middle, superior colliculi, inferior colliculi. Okay. Pineal gland. Do you see that in the middle? I can't quite see what I'm doing here. Middle, pineal gland, and then superior colliculi, inferior colliculi. Okay. Do you see this thing in the center? Top, center. That's pineal gland, and then superior colliculi, inferior colliculi.
Yeah.
Okay, do you see that center, middle, pineal gland? I'm not in the sheep brain, am I? No. Make sure you don't put a sheep brain in my hair. Superior colliculi, inferior colliculi.
Superior colliculi, inferior colliculi.
The peanut gland will come up right there. Oh, okay. Hers is like sticking out.
You're paying me a lot of money? I'm gonna need a haircut. What else? Scalpel. I want to say flying scalpels at me or flying scissors. Oops. Okay. All right. Anyway, I just want to point that out. I would check that out before you cut this because for lab practical, this is a nice way we like to show you because it is a little bit more obvious than when you cut it open to show you like this. And of course, know the functions. Superior colliculi is for what reflexes? Visual reflexes. And inferior? Auditory reflexes. Startle reflex. So when you're ready, go back to your tables and you are going to cut this in half. You're going to cut right through the longitudinal fissure, right through the vermis and the brain stem, and just go until it comes into two halves. So go over that, and then I will call you back to go over the inside.